What is going on, everybody? It is Cyfal, and today we're just going to be making a GLAIVE type beat because he dropped a project yesterday, I think. And before we get into it, I just want to say this vid's going to be very long, so if you want to skip to a specific part of the beat, just look down there. There's timestamps in the description. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm actually going to structure the beat before I do the drums. Like, I already have a couple patterns out, but I haven't really done anything yet. So before I do it, I'm going to kind of explain the structuring, because you're going to go from something like this to this to this. So, you know, it can kind of be a lot. So I'm gonna have like the structure in my head and then kind of make everything around it first. So that kind of brings me into like the melodies. So first off, in almost every single one of his beats, you want to start out with a guitar. And as you can see, I have a sample. You might be asking, why do I have a sample? Why couldn't I have just done it by myself? Well, I don't know how to play the guitar. That's not going to be the only melody. So that's kind of why I'm allowing myself to use a sample. That's not going to be the only melody. I kind of just had to figure out the notes of the guitar, and I kind of went into this little sine wave and 3x oscillator. Just sounds like this. And I'm kind of trying to make like a faster version of the guitar. So this is how the guitar sounds by itself first. Yeah, and then this sine wave, I'm kind of just trying to make it a little bit quicker. It's still in key, but it's like a faster pace melody, and I'm just gonna do that for the rest of the chords as well. So basically, I'm just gonna take this section right here, which sounds like this, and then kind of just go to this arrow, hold Alt, and then just drag to the left twice, so it's double the speed, and then I could just bring it over. So yeah, that's just something that will be in the background for like the build-up section. And then right here for the drop, I kind of just layered the chords in Serum. I'm going to add a few effects after, which I'll get into once I do the drums, but that's that. And then this last thing is just another layer in Serum, just some simple top melody. Don't even know if I'll add that, to be honest. But this is the full melody for the drop, unmixed. So now I'm just gonna go here, pattern 1, split by channel, so I got all the melodies in different channels. I'm kind of gonna arrange it even though I'm not done. So how I envision this to go, it will be like an intro, and then a little 8-bar opening verse, and then it will start the build-up. So the verse could be just the guitar, and then the build-up will begin. So I'll kind of have it like this. Alright, so now I'm going to make like the regular time drum patterns. So I'm just going to go to a new pattern. This will be for like the verse and stuff. So I'm just going to put a pattern down, and I'm just going to start with the snare. So obviously in a regular beat, if you go to your snare, you're probably 9 times out of 10 going to put it on the 3rd beat, which let's put it down here. It'll most likely be here. And that's kind of what we want to do for this section of the beat. Later on, the snare pattern will change a lot. But for now, we're just going to do like the regular on the 3. And then we're just going to layer that with a clap. Very, like, you want to start it off very simple. Like, these are just basic patterns. I just got this little cymbal. I'm just going to put a bunch of reverb on it. I'm actually gonna make the build up twice as long because I intended there to be drums here, but I feel like it sounds good just left out. So we're gonna go make another pattern and we're gonna move on to the next section of drums. So I'm actually just gonna copy pattern 4 over and then just go to make unique. And now I'm gonna work on the build up section. So first off, what's gonna make this section different is we're now in double time. So in a normal beat, like I said, the clap and snare is probably gonna be right on the 3rd beat. Instead of it being on the 3, we're gonna make it on the 2nd and 4th. So it's basically twice as fast. I'm just gonna copy that over to the snare again. Kick. Also, you basically just wanna make everything a little quicker. I'm gonna see what happens if I just double the length of the speed of the hat pattern. I'm gonna try and like chop it up at the end. So I'm just gonna take each individual beat and then cut it in half. But I'm gonna copy over the crash again, the crash transition. So I'll bring this here. So I'll make a new pattern, pattern 6, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do for this drop. So first off, melodies. For this serum thing, I wanna go to slot 1, and I'm gonna add gross beat, and then we're just gonna go to the sidechain thing. That's probably a bit too much, so I'm just gonna go bring it to 6. We're gonna put this on here as well. Well, first off, clap and snare stay the same. Maybe even like some snare rolls. Alright, now for the kick, you just want to right click, fill each 4 steps. And then notice I have 2 more kicks. This one's harder as well, so I'm just going to copy that. And right here, this is like another kick. That'll be like every so often. And then with the bass, I'm also going to kind of like chop it up like that. So alright, hats, you just want it to be very like rapid. And this, I'm going to double up on this one. And then I'm going to try adding this drum fill at the end. And then that'll bring me to the next section of the drop, which I'm going to chop up the guitar. And I'm basically going to chop up everything. I might just chop it up by each individual beat. So we're just going to go each beat, and then it will be something like this. So you'll highlight each beat and then just kind of drag it to the left. Alright, so every 4th one I'll put out. And right at the end, I'm going to see if I could do something with like gross beat on the master channel. I think I'm just going to use this preset because it's kind of interesting. I'm actually going to see if I can transition it into the new drop, like with the serum and all that, but with the original drums. Basically, it's an 8-bar intro. It's a little 16-bar opening verse, and then it goes into this build-up, which is right here. And then this is also kind of build up, and then this is the drop right here. Look, it looks a little crazy, but it sounds good in the end. And then this is still technically the drop. It goes back, and then it basically just repeats again. So this is the verse, only 8 this time, into the build up, into the drop, and then it just ends. Very confusing, but I mean, that's the beat. And that's going to be the full beat. If this did help you, then be sure to leave a like. I know this one is a little more confusing than my other tutorials, but I try to explain it as best as I can. But if you guys have any suggestions for artists I should cover for future tutorials, let me know in the comments. I've been looking at all your suggestions, including this one. And that's going to be it from me. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.